absolute best thing is some dealing.
This unexpected results.
That's not.
Isn't that step one?
No, I think step one was like if he ripped
2 4-drops. No, oh wait, they're not. No, 2 2-drops. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought there was the Spanish guy was on the other side of the board.
Okay,
That's poor ordering there on the knife juggler.
Mm-hmm. I think he needed to clear the board so that he could stick a little bit more. Like
Yes.
Shooting star off the top would have been
Yeah, I guess that's what he was going
all
for.
right. Or Cinderstorm. Cinderstorm. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Cinderstorm makes more sense.
Yeah, this Aluna seems good.
Yeah, stopping the draw seems good when he has one card in hand.
Yeah, China 1-7. Wow, this is a insanely speedy series.
Mm-hmm. Turns out aggro is pretty fast against aggro when
One guy
ag.
wins 3-0.
It wasn't even like that fast. Because like one went to fatigue. Well, not really fatigue. It went to Myra's fatigue. And then the first one, what happened to the first one? I don't even remember.
UI happened.
UI happened. Oh yeah, because they both had no early game plays, so they literally didn't have to think. It was just hero power, hero power, hero. I was like, oh, okay.
That was the game where Island Cat mulled away Hench Clan Thug.
Yep.
This just isn't even a game when one guy has a Luneth and the other guy.
Alright, so if Tencho plays 0 minions, he never triggers the runes. Or he could play his minions, and then he could have a board.
Hey, I like option B. Which minion is the sacrificial minion?
Probably the one that doesn't have 1 health, or 2 health. And the one that's like not a mage card.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a breath.
Yeah.
Did he just... Okay. I thought he didn't play it. But he did. There's just no way back. They think it's all over. It is.
Yep, it just is.
All those missiles.
Alright, let's see if Tincho decides to
Kill
play into this runes.
Is it lethal?
Yeah, I guess Glyph first is always right. Don't unexpected results. Wasn't cashing in the shooting star a little bit better for 1, and then you could ping, and then you don't have to use a fireball, which means you dealt 2 more.
Irrelevant.
Yes, it's very irrelevant.
Tencho takes the win. Okay. So that's Tincho Island Cat out of the way. Next up we have something.
Group A, Sinto against who won? Not Rivius, right? Oh no, wait, did Rivius beat China? Is that what happened? It was yes, Rivius beat China,
Rivius
right?
beat China, yeah. So we have Rivius game.
It's Lion King. Lion King's the name.
So we've had 4 games right now.
Yeah.
We've had the 4 elimination games, and now it's the 4 decider games coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So it
How's
started at
Tyler
half
doing?
4, and now it's been 4 hours for 4 series, I guess. Yeah.
Tyler has been resting.
Tyler plays last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facing Tincho is worse for Tyler, right? Actually, no, they're both accurate. It would have been like the same, right? But Tincho is probably more competent.
Yeah, I would guess that. And then, although like, I was gonna say Malachi is a bit worse, but it's not really.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Tincho has tokens of Mali, which is worse for Tyler, I think.
Well,
No, wait, no.
it's like
it's not
some
worse.
matchups flip.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Like the change against that lineup in particular, because
Yeah.
you buff the hunter and then you.
Against Questro, do you make it better or worse?
I don't know what the token matchup is, honestly. Like,
Because they think it's. I mean, they did the show match, and they think it's a bit Questro favors. Purple, you should have been here. You should have been here, Purple.
there were a lot of question marks in chat.
We went insane, Purple. It was obscene.
Oh boy.
There was strong displeasure. Carving a 2 out 6 to a turn 3/6 not worth it.
Yeah, also denying the 6/6 so that he couldn't hit us in the face with the 6/6 for like 5 turns straight, or whatever he did with it. Okay, maybe not 5 turns straight, because we'd probably be dead if we got hit for 5 times.
Oh, General Kai subscribed. Welcome to the Balkan Channel Farm. Thank you for the support. Welcome. Yeah, I need to get these decks up. So who's in Group A?
Sinto and Rivius.
Sinto Rivius. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have a long series.
Yeah. Also, the play may be a little
Bad.
maybe a little oof.
Oh yeah, one of the guys doesn't play Hearthstone, and the other ones didn't play well either. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you have no aggro matchups, right? So you can't even like, oh, let's go for like, oh, I actually have to play things.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no. Sinslor doesn't have anything particularly weird, right? Oh yeah, it's just Moyen standard stuff. Oh, he has the giggling in Venice, doesn't he? Is that going to help him in this series? The gigglings in Shadowlock?
Okay.
No, right? They're pretty bad in this series. No, gigglings aren't even particularly good against.
Oh no! Yeah, they are actually really good.
They are really good. Okay.
They are really good. We played that matchup a bunch of times. He just 100-0. I mean, obviously it shouldn't be 100-0, but it was like really good. Is there a reason for why so many obvious misplays? I mean, in general, like that's usually what happens at champs. There's a lot of misplays, and then this metagame as opposed to other metagames. I don't know. I think the qualifier strength was okay. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Like, usually what happened last year, right, was because we had back-to-back prelims and champs in the same metagame, we had a really weak, we had a pretty weak winter playoffs qualifier thing. Because, like, people didn't have to practice in 2 different metagames, so you could have weaker players, like, still do well, because they were just practicing throughout the entire metagame, right? And maybe they catch up. Because usually what happens is, like, a nerf or an expansion comes out between prelims and champs. But, like, that shouldn't influence overall play. It should just influence who's winning and who's not.
Yes.
When you were a champ, yeah. Purple. There's like obviously there's some people who when they qualify for champs are or we're still playing good.
Apparently there's no breaks between games, right? So there should be starting soon, right? Tauntrude and Shadowwalk Shaman got banned. Okay. So Sinto can still overdraw with his Shadowwalk.
At Sentinel.
Yeah.
Yep. So what happens? He has to hit the Q. Is it Q thing? Looks like a Q thing. Evenlock is built to built to beat the mirror, and then the Mali Druid matchup.
Okay, I'm gonna add purple. This might cause I'm gonna create a group DM.
We have a Mali Druid game right at the start. Perfect.
Yo.
Yo.
What's up?
I was curious about a play in the last series, actually. In not the last one, the one where Language Hacker was up against. Who did Language Hacker play? I forget. But it was Shutterwalk Shaman against Druid.
Oh, that was a lot of bad stuff.
So
Which part?
I was looking at turn 8 where
Zolad?
Yeah, was he supposed to pick up the Life Drinker? That was a tough one for me.
Yeah, that was
Because like you reduced the low percentage of Shutterwalk getting back into your hand, but overall it's like better because the Life Drinker heals more relevant than the extra 6/6 when your opponent has mind control tech in his deck.
Yeah. I didn't do the odds on that. I kind of just
that play was really hard for me.
Yeah, it was definitely a close one. I wouldn't fault him for doing either one. It's like, yeah, sure.
The autopilot play is always put on the Shane game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this matchup sucks for Shadowrock Shaman.
Oh yeah. He also has 0 combo pieces right now, so he needs to draw all of them.
Well, yeah.
Rivius is playing like the less threat heavy version. There's no Lich King, no Faceless. Although
I don't think that's relevant. The relevant part is when you take like 30 from hand.
It could be relevant if you bottom deck the Mali. Like if you just not pressuring the Shutterwalk, right, it has more time. But yeah, of course, the 30s from hand are still the same.
But like the thing is, like even if like Shutterwalk Shaman gets like their whole fucking combo off, then you still think you just branching for armor twice, and you're like, hit me with your board of 6/6s. I don't care, I'm Druid.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, I still took 30. This game is stupid.
Yes.
Just mouth. Everything's
oh
fairly
my
obvious.
god, these poisonous fooders.
Ooh. Do you like these?
Spicy.
I mean, into a 3/2 Divine Shield, that makes little to no sense.
I
to
would
me.
have made a taunt. Why did
Same. He's following the.
You know, we went Water Growth during Malfurion, and we're going Alex next turn. These are really good fakes, but like this just looks weird to me.
He's like, I'm gonna kill the Ziliax, right, with the spider, because I don't kill with the 1/5, so I stop the heal.
It actually makes sense because he doesn't actually want the guy to heal after you Alex him. No, this is actually good. It looks like sketchy as hell, but it's actually right.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your opponent to be at 18, right? Man, that looks sketchy as hell, but it's right.
You didn't have to Alex though.
Yeah, you have 9 mana. You have to Alex. What are you gonna do? Branching path and like swipe? God damn, you're jamming Alex every time. Man.
Just branching for draw stuff, or doesn't seem too sad.
No, it's sad.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's doing it.
Also, giggling is in the Shudder pool now.
I mean, this is true, but it doesn't change that.
To be fair, this is a good Starfall, I guess. But like,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess the 8/8, like even if it doesn't get hacks, like you're not attacking past the Giggling Inventor unless you like swipe Starfall. And, like, there's also like Glacial.
Oh, this Shadowwalk's gonna be fun.
We can add Sentinel many times.
Wait, do we want to play both these giggles? Like,
I mean, Rubius can just play for fatigue now, right? Because like, Shadowwalk's not actually gonna work, so you just go all the way.
The deck with 2 Nourishes and like 2 UIs and 2 Ferocious Hells and branching past for draw is not playing for fatigue.
Oh no, I meant fatigue as in even if Mally floors are bottom 2, you just hit the Mally and then you just 30 him, and then that's fatigue.
Okay. So your definition of fatigue is hitting your opponent from 30.
Yeah.
So what's an OTK deck to you, Nothward?
Killing them before you hit the last card in your deck.
That's a loose definition. Let's just Zola this Giggling, but we're just on the Shutterwalks making a noise around play.
Yeah, and then we pressure him with the Hagatha's gonna rip the Bloodlust, right? And then we go Hagatha first, then make our board wide, and then we play Bloodlust. And that's our win.
I really don't like the idea of the Hagatha because that just knocks off your Divine Shields.
Well,
yeah, can you just run Blood Knight in this deck?
Oh, and then you have a giant walk.
Yeah. I'm not talking really about like the list like Sento is running. I'm talking about like the list like the Ike list, you know? You just run like Twilight Drake. You just run like Twilight Drake and Blood Knight, and you're just like, sup? You don't need to run Chain Gangs. And you just make one very large Indian, and you hope it lives.
Yes.
Seems bad.
Blastoise does it. Must be correct.
Yeah, that guy's never played a bad deck in his life.
Mm-hmm.
So, most of the time it's like when I stream like new decks that I think are like kind of interesting and cool. Blastoise shows up in my chat and he basically gives me like the old Simpsons did it. I've done this.
Steals the Zola, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna play this Tyrant into my control deck? Nope. Good.
Nah.
People in this tournament are giving way too much respect to my control deck.
Yes. There's also a lot of one of MCTs, so like it should have even less.
I think like I do that when I prepare for tournaments. I'm like I like the one of tech cards because I know like idiots are gonna respect it too much.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And by the same token, when someone does the same thing to me, I'm like, fuck your one up.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Jamming all in. Good luck.
Right. So,
and the other thing is like playing that Tyrant, like it would have died, but like because you play Flourish, you kind of want to get it out of your freaking hand. When, like at this point, like the Nourishes are gone. Like your only hope to get that Tyrant out is somehow spreading Plague at this point because you're never casting UI at this point.
We're playing this 5/5 now. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. We can get the Plague.
1 mana Hex is pretty cool.
Oh, look at that. Perfect mana utilization. 5-drop, 3-drop. Hero power.
Sweet.
Easy.
Let's go.
Dude.
That's just
He doesn't have any more minions either, right? So he can... Wait, does he? Oh, he might have a Tyrant left. He does have a Tyrant left over. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing your stuff, so it's in play.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, like, next turn, how much do you want to just Florist and reduce this to 0 so that you can, like, UI and then, like, just play the Florist thing right after? I mean, you're in no rush.
I think that was bad sequences, by the way. Like, you much would rather that Flute be a mind control deck.
I agree.
It's not like... It's probably never coming up, right? Like, ever. But, like... What if Sento just goes, like, Shutterwalk and you actually need the mind control deck next turn? It's not impossible.
What Oh, this Shard's an elemental. Let's go. Here comes the
Sinto.
Kalamos.
Sinto is playing deal 16 with Crushing Hand against Electra.
Sweet.
Poggers. That literally kills Ultrazor, man. That kills the Nyria in the game. That's gotta be a powerful combo.
Ends up costing more mana than Ultrasword, though.
Let's see, it's 5 and then Overload 6. 11 mana. God damn. That is not the hard counter.
Dagrivius, this hand is just so awkward, right?
Oh yeah,
he's one card off of like
UIs. Both UIs being bottom 10 is just like it's always those games are always the sketchiest. It's true.
Yeah, since you're playing against Sinto, you just nat right.
Well,
that makes a ton of sense to me. I like this armor pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Florist Nat, but it adds up just not enough because you don't hit the bottom, and then you have to like. I mean, then you could play Florist UI, and then if you hit the Mally, then it would be sick. But you like overdraw one, that sucks because you want to always win.
Oh man, he's at 35. Oh, that's a pretty sweet Spear Echo.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You could consider hexing your Life Drinker preemptively. And the reason big is like you actually want if you stay at 35 and you can taunt it out somehow, right? Then like all of a sudden that's pretty good. We can kill Malagos with Volcano or with Electra Crushing Hands. I know that's like going super deep in it, but like those 5 point of armors are actually like Sinto's lifeline.
Yeah.
Like if he gets 2 frogs, well there's 6 points of health against just Malfurion, right?
All right.
I was doing the review of with Fino yesterday, and I was just like, there was a play in like Cube Lock against Even Lock, and it's just like my favorite play of all time where you cube the Doomsayer, and it was like the one spot in the history of Hearthstone where it was actually right, and he just doesn't do it. I'm like, oh god damn it! I would have I've been trying to cube Doomsayers for like 3 years now, and it just never works. But this was the one spot where it was good.
Yeah.
But this was the spot where you wanted to Spirit Echo a frog.
I know. It's my control tech here. Sinto just gets bored.
Yeah,
that 1/5 is like super important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Eureka, that's sick.
Huh.
You just Electra Storm and smack him in the head, right?
Is that the first plague or the second plague? I mean, that's the first plague.
Yeah, it's first plague.
It was top deck plague.
That doesn't mean there's not a second one. I like just Storm and not Electra Storm. And then
also you can replay the Keller, right? And then your chain gang gets huge.
Oh man,
sure.
I love me some Keliseth Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Was this bad ordering? No.
Yeah, no.
This Keliseth needed it. No. Sinto have no respect, man. If he has to play his Keliseth deck again, he's never going to draw that Keliseth now. I know it was. I actually don't. I think he's considering the overdraw, but.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think Sinto is just like so paranoid at this point in his life about overdrawing cards in Shadowwalk Shaman that he's doing it. Like he was worried about like his 4/2 and his 4/3 getting naturalized, I guess.
Yeah.
He's just like, God damn! I know I've seen this movie before. I've never not milled Shutterwalk in a tournament. It's pretty consequential to the game, but like, really, that Keliseth's like never showing up next game.
I mean, Sinto has 13 power, right? And Rivers is doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's Druid. Your armor. You say go.
Yeah, that's 3 power, so Sinto's pushing 10 a turn. 3 turn lethal.
Yeah.
Maybe keeping the Floop in hand was actually just correct. Like when he played the Tyrant Floop, like he could have kept it in hand so that he can YOLO Florist here, right? And then he goes Florist Nat, and then he can Florist UI.
God, I love what that Grovius is doing. He's just like, fuck it, I'm not playing my cards.
Yeah.
Also, you gotta know, at this point, like, Sinto's hand's all spells, and there's one random elemental at this point. Sinto actually high rolled that pretty heavily with the Electra, but you kind of expected not to do anything.
Did he? Just a big elemental would be better.
Wait, he's not getting this 2 through, is he? He has the UI to get the 2 through.
And does he have to just UI now? Otherwise, he's just gonna die. Like, what's going on here?
A naturalized tyrant. You hope it works out. Yeah. I think at this. This was the most. These are the saddest draws I've ever seen for Druid.
Yeah.
I mean, but there was a way to play around this, right? He could have just
So the way to play around it. What?
I mean, way earlier, right? He could have just done the Nats and the Florist.
No. Like, he doesn't have to do it earlier, right? He could have still saved it for last turn. He just had to not play the Tyranted Floop. And then he has this Floop in hand, so then he can front load it.
Oh, there's Grumble.
And then if he front loads it, he wins.
Yep.
Yeah, where's the Shutterwalk?
But like, there was a scenario depicted earlier where like he could go for the Florist to reduce the Floop.
I love this game.
It's scripted.
To be fair, though, there was about 100% probability of that happening.
Yep.
I think Sinto should cut Hagatha and
Sinto can't hold
his Shutterwalk.
Yeah. He can't hold a straight face, almost.
I mean, he's just gonna lose to 5/5s. He's just losing to the Keleseth element of the deck at this point. There's another freaking chain gang in deck, right?
Yes.
How the hell is he gonna beat 2 Chillwind Yetis? And at this point, Sintos just has like mono axes, so like I don't know. Sintos just gonna kill him with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everyone is right about, like, people say that Shutterwalk's a combo deck, right? Everyone's right about it, but the combo is actually just playing Keleseth. The rest of the deck's just like, right. The rest of the deck's just an elaborate ruse to actually just get more Keleseth buffs into your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he drew the Mali.
It's about 4 turns late.
Yeah, so looking back, he should have dumped and then gone for the UI.
Yeah,
he was hoping he'd draw Spreading Plague or Mali, and then he hit UI Tyrant.
Yeah, like, you don't necessarily have to like go in on that turn because like the Nat gives him more options. You just have to not use the Floop, and then and then you're fine.
Yeah, I think he should have flourished the Floop, and then that mana sink would have been gone. Yep. But like, I think like this is like Dacravius drew like the worst possible cards off the top. Not only that,
yeah, the ordering was definitely the worst.
But more importantly, Sinto actually drew pressure.
Yeah,
Sinto certainly did not always draw pressure there.
Yes,
and I like it looks, the game looks bad as like Druid just passed a bunch of turns in a row, but like, well, there's only like 4 or 5 dudes left in Sinto's deck. He just happened to draw all of them runner. Sinto could have just drawn Healing Rains, and then Druid's strategy to playing like this would have worked out.
Yep.
So I think this is just unfortunate for Druid, and like, I actually think Dacravius, besides like, I think he should have played the Florist to discount the Floop, and that would have been marginally better. But overall, like he didn't play the game bad.
Yeah, it was just the one really hard decision for him where he's like, because he's like, oh, I don't lose unless this exact Japan out draw pretty much happens.
Did you see the player's turn?
That's what happened. What happened?
Electra Eureka.
Yo, you get the Grumble and the Glacial Shard out?
No, you just get the Grumble twice.
Oh. Does that work? Oh, yeah, you get a copy, yeah.
Oh,
that's pretty sick. Oh my god, you get 2 7/7s? Wait, that's not even a 7/7. That's like an 8/8, right?
Yeah, 2 8/8s.
Dang it, Sento.
He wants to Electra Storm
the plague. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we're playing this control game in our aggro deck here. That's a 9/9. Oh my god, he could have played 2 9/9s here. Like Jesus, I was sold at 2 7/7s, but 2 9/9s. God, this is wrong, Sento. I know you're tilted because you milled your Shutterwalk again, but come on, bro.
Yeah, it's 100% still. He's like, because there's no burst left.
Yeah, this play was just fine from Sinto. There was no reason to do it. I'm not going to count it as anything.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, okay, so I think it's like slightly wrong, but like
he knows.
Realistically, the game's over, and misplays at this stage in the game are like, whatever. They don't really matter. Like when you misplay in an unlosable game, it's a lot different when you misplay in
he found the lethal.
Oh, yeah, Moonfire, you are yourself. Yeah. Oh. Like, if you're 100% to win a game and you miss lethal, is that even wrong? Does it matter? No.
Nope.
No. What if it's just correct to tilt them?
Yeah. I mean, I've done that against Warriors Togwell Goddard where they keep playing and I like don't even hero powers Malfurion. I just say go. I'm like I'm at 60. You're taking like 10, then 11, then 12. I literally don't need to play a card here, let alone attack.
Yeah.
Oh man. Druid's such an awkward deck when you don't draw the 10 mana card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially Mecha Thune Druid. That's the saddest one.
No, you always draw the 10 mana card.
Yeah.
By like turn 8, you draw your entire deck, dude. There's a 0% probability that deck doesn't deck itself by like in 10 turns. Like,
that's when you play against it. When you're playing with it, though. Or...
yeah, I get what you're saying, but like if you're looking for the consistency in the Mecha Thune decks, God, the Warlock's so consistent, man. You play 2 Loot Hoarders, 2 Novice, Acolyte the File, Bloodbraid Shallowness, 2 Librarians, 2 Mortal Coils. That deck, no matter what your opening hand is and how your draw pans out, you draw your entire deck in 10 turns.
Yeah, but
it's impossible not to.
That deck consistently loses because it plays Warlock cards and not Druid cards.
I don't know, man. I like that deck. I'm pretty good at it too.
Yeah.
I win. I actually like. I've played like actually quite a few games of that deck, and I've actually noticed that I'm favored against Odd Rogue. Because like, not because I get the Mecha Cthulhu them, just because like I actually just play stuff on curve, and you go so wide that you can actually just beat Odd Rogue because you're just going so wide.
Huh.
So you just go like they play like a 1-drop, whatever, right? That they dagger to play a 3-drop, and you just go like Ooze, Glacial Shard, Librarian, have 3 dudes on board. Play Giggling Inventor, you're dead. Odd Rogue's just not really good at killing 2-1s. Odd Rogue's really good at killing Flame. They have Dire Maul, yeah, that beats you. Yeah, that card's just broken, dude.
What?
That Dire Maul's just broken.
Dire Maul's broken?
It's got the same stat line as Mana Worm and Tunnel Truck, dude.
But one major difference.
Maybe a line of text on the card or something.
Yeah.
Voidwalker's also like broken. 1 freeze for 1 are just like broken.
No. Incorrect.
Voidwalker is I keep Voidwalker more than Flame Imps on ladder. If you look at you're only like Voidwalker is not even worse than Flame Imp against Druid when you go first. Voidwalker don't get Spellstone. Voidwalker get in for that 1 chip every time. He doesn't get Spellstone 40% of the time, man.
And I'm sure it has lower mulligan win rates than you boy Flame in a lot of matchups. What about against against Priest? You Void Walker isn't looking great.
I've learned Zoo from That's Admirable, and I don't keep any card in my opening hand that's not Prince Kalisov now. I mulligan playing it a significant portion of the time. It's just you look at the stats and like it's so hard to argue with Nathan. He's just marginally right about it. Like it's just like, well, yeah, this Flame Imp's like the second highest win rate card in the deck. But it's still like 25% behind Kalisov.
I don't know. How's this all strategy working out for you with your Zoo?
You have good days and you have bad days, you know?
Right.
Like, the good days, like, it actually works if you actually like hit your Kalisov, and the bad days, goddamn, like, you have good days. I've drawn Kalisov 14 games in a row before. That's my record. I also won all 14 of those games. I actually happened to be playing Shutterwalk Shaman, and at that point, I was just like, but by like game 5 or 6 of it, I was just not keeping anything that wasn't Kalisov. I was like, Volcano against Odrogue? No, we don't need that.
Yeah, Kala and Shutter is nuts. OP.
Well, let's see if Rivius or Cincelor gets cursed of this game with a odd deck.
With even lock and Odrogue.
Before last prelims, I was watching Sidonia practice with some random person on his friend list that was also at prelims. Not a big name, and he wanted to practice against Shutterwalk Shaman. And I just started spectating, and then apparently I had been at it for an hour. And like the games I watched, Sidonia 3 games in a row goes Kelsef on 2, Zola on 3, and has Grumble against Even Warlock. And after game 3, Sidonia just messaged me. He's like, he doesn't want to play with me anymore.
So, do you like these mulligans? Kept Beetle, Sunfury, Giant. It makes sense, right? I like them.
I mean, you play the Giant on 3, then you Beetle, Sunfury on 4.
Yep.
That's fine.
And then Cinto kept this Fledgling. Rip 1 drop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually think it's actually... You could play this matchup, like, from a few perspectives as Odrogue, where it's just like, well, we can go fast and cold blood you and just kill you early, but if you just draw 2 Valspine Slayers, like, you can just get enough chip in over time and just eventually win, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, that Valspine Slayer strategy is significantly better when you have coin.
No. He's not afraid of the Fledgling.
He is afraid. This is a good poker face he's got, man.
Uh-huh.
and then he made the play, and he's just like, deep breath, it's gonna be okay. It's not gonna get Wind Fury.
What's that? +1/+1?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't die to Spellstone, doesn't die to Hellfire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it deals 1. And you're gonna body block with Tar Creeper and play an Argent Spire this turn, right?
Is health better long term though? Maybe if you.
Health might actually. Well, I mean, you got this Fungal Mancer coming up, and there's just like we could use the Tar Creeper and like the Squire in our face to end up killing the Giant, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I mean, there is like Spellbreaker, but like it's not unreasonable to take +3 health and just like be like, my win condition is this Fledgling sticking for like 6 turns.
Yeah, there's 2 Spellbreakers in Rivius' deck though.
Yeah, I mean, like, they still have to spend 4 mana casting that Spellbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, no matter what you take here, he's probably going to Spellbreaker Tar Creeper and kill the Fledgling. So, in that respect, isn't it just better to take the +1/+1 so the Giant takes some extra damage if you want to play around Spellbreaker?
Well, the extra damage doesn't really do too much, does it? Because it puts
it puts the Giant at 8/4 instead of 8/5.
Yeah, but we're going to fumble.
Right?
It's still somewhat relevant. It can't. 1 point of damage can't be completely irrelevant. I don't know.
I think against Spellbreaker it's irrelevant. So you can like eliminate the Spellbreaker argument. Because he's always going to go fungal, right? And then just use his face plus the Divine Shield.
Well, this mono 5-drop hand is not looking great. I actually think you can slow down the game here for Sinto and just like clear.
You cleared the 8-5, right? You don't need to clear the 4-3 though, do you?
I don't think so, but it's close because like he can double tap into the thing. Or like
so if he Hellfires, you go to 18, he taps, and then the 7/7's coming. You have Maras, like we can just.
But we have 2 Vast
really
points, right? So we don't really.
Yeah, but we don't have activators.
Yeah.
So I actually like what Sinto is doing here, and you just kind of chill out for a turn, and then you go from there.
It's fairly reasonable for Rivius' turn if you go face there to be trade and Hellfire, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying you don't want that 3 damage
to happen.
You don't want that 3 damage, so 7/7 comes a turn later.
There also has to be the 7/7 as well. It's quite like to be there.
Your opponents don't draw that card. My opponents do.
Huh.
Man.
This sucks.
I don't like Sinto's hand very much.
Nope.
I think you actually gotta get team. You have to lost by the plate. You know. You can't make me. Oh, I like this. I love this. So Sinto's just like, all right, maybe he taps and plays a 7/7.
If you're Rivius and you see this, you're like, what's the hand, right? Leroy, Baku, Valspine, no activator, fungal. You pretty much know most of it. So you just, play the guys that you want to get Valspined.
I like this a lot. Oh my god. Alright, Sinto really needs to stop drawing cards that cost 5 mana.
Can you do it anymore? Oh yeah, there's one more fungal. Oh boy.
Are there gigglers in the deck?
I think it's 1 giggling. Yeah, so 1 giggling and then 1.
1 fungal.
Oh, also 1 green skin.
1 green skin, yeah.
Yeah, Sinto's probably gonna draw a card that costs 5 here. Oh, I love the smirk. That a boy.
I mean, the minions
3-drop? We can double minion here? Oh, that's powerful.
Oh, this Shadow Flame tech.
It's looking pretty good here. Although, is Stroway you just play double 4-drop here? That seems greedy, but the thing is, when you Shadow Flame, it's like I'm not gonna say that Sinto always has Baku, but I'm saying Sinto has Baku a lot of the time, and that 7/8's actually like looking good, you know?
No, you just play a 2/4 in the way.
Yeah, 2/4 and stone it, and then it's donezo.
Hey, I don't know, man. That 7/8's real spooky. I don't know, man. Playing stuff's to kind of set up for it. He's just like, oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna die to a Baku.
I like he gets to push the 2 as well with this play. He's gonna get there.
That is true. Oh, the first one was upgraded. Never mind. I thought that was a 3.
GG.
What, you don't think this
there's their 5-drop.
Oh boy.
And there's another 5-drop. What the fuck?
There's no green skin though.
Oh my god. Sinto's deck was shuffled in a very interesting way this game. It was sorted. His deck was like sorted by mana cost.
Yeah, he even missed the wall on turn 1.
And he only got the 3 because he kept the 3, right? So.
Uh-huh.
Oh, had he mulled the 3, his opening hand would have been all 5s in a bucket.
Oof.
Hey, let's go cool down and then win the game with hero power. Seems good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a defile here.
Whoa, really? You wouldn't go down?
I would absolutely. I'm just pointing out that there is a defile here. I would absolutely go on, but there is a defile.
Well, there's
a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, man. Defile full clear.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, right.
Oh, he sees the defile line.
Wait, does this let him die in any way? Leroy double cold bloods.
Like if he has, oh no, he already uses green skin. I mean not green skin. It's giggling. Sorry, I meant to say giggling. So he already uses giggling. Is his tar there? If there's like a tar, we still lethal him.
Like what? Like what's that? Like this warlock. This is like Gul'dan is like you always win, but this actually set up lethal. So it's
Gul'dan's set up lethal as well. You just go Hellfire Suck and he takes 2 fatigue.
Yeah.
But this set up lethal too, and it was a full clear.
we value full clears pretty highly.
Yeah, full clear, man. Those are underrated. Look at this. You just bone marrow and show them what's up. You're playing your 8 drops. It's powerful.
Well, Uber, because I added up, like, he can't taunt through that out because the giggling's used, and then the tarred fungal still doesn't protect you through the stone. So, like, you literally just always win.
Yeah,
Hunter-Ace and chess and Gul'dan's 100% win, but Hunter-Ace, buddy. Do you even full clear, bro?
Full clear and 100% win. Whoa.
Yes, Gul'dan was a lot more easy to calculate. That it was 100%.
Like,
but you know, he was doing the math.
That wasn't pretty easy to follow this spot, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Uber, you're going for max screen time and max BM. That's the plan. You maximize your screen time.
Isn't Gul'dan the most annoying one to face, though? Don't you hate it when your opponent Gul'dans?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, last year at a China tournament where I was on a team with Sidonia and Docbone. I love Docbone. He's just, like, the coolest dude ever. But the first game I see Docbone play up Hearthstone in my life, basically, right? He's on my team. I really need him to win. He's up in like a concede Warlock mirror, like where it's like Gul'dan with like no fucking demons in deck. Where both decks are just kind of like we're playing the concede mirror, and the other guy's like 7 cards ahead of him in fatigue, and he rips this Elise pack, and he gets the 1/2 Murloc where if you play a spell on it, you get the spell back. And he gets a Molten Reflection, so he can just play Gul'dan. Absolutely win the game. Like, he's 7 cards ahead in fatigue. The other guy's 7 cards ahead in fatigue. Play Gul'dan, you kill the rest of his deck because there's like literally nothing in that deck. And his play instead was he makes a 1/2, and then he Molten Reflections it, so he gets the 1/2 and the Molten Reflection back. I'm just looking at it from the side, and I'm like, Docbone, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? Just play Gul'dan.
Hey, it's the Odd Rogue mirror.
Yeah, so SI7, Deckcan, and Tar Creeper are very good.
Yeah, this curves out pretty well.
Regardless of being first or second in this matchup, when you have Tar Creepers in your deck, and like you can just play such a defensive style in the matchup, and just you leverage your life total to go up cards, and it's very good. And you can make the counter argument that like Myra says that like, well, who cares about card advantage? You just play Myra's, and then. But no, you can actually spend 5 mana drawing cards in a tempo matchup. It's really hard.
Whoa.
I love that turn 1. Why are we wasting that 1/2, man?
I mean, it's not you make your opponent use a dagger charge, which makes Deadly Poison way more awkward if they wanted to use that to maybe kill a 3-drop.
Oh, now he picked up another 1 he's looking at.
I would have played Firefly.
He's looking at double 1 now.
I mean, we also have this Myers in our hand, right? So we're going to want to be dumping our hand into Myers at some point later on as well.
No. You literally never play that card in this matchup.
Really?
No. Well, unless your hand pans out in a particular way. Like, you're just looking to do anything else on any of the turns. If you flood out 1-drops, you're going to have to play Myers. But if you don't flood out 1-drops, you're never going to cast that card.
I agree more so in the sense that he just doesn't have a 3-drop in hand where like the boar deadly thing pans out and it's like, oh yeah, I actually hate the boar thing. Wait, why are we?
He's coining a Tar Creeper, and this is actually super in line with the Firefly, where this is just like very in line with the last turn where he's just like, I'm gonna body block with this Tar Creeper and then play my Fireflies behind it. Okay. And now he's going to go like triple 1-drop. I think that was the master plan, but nothing wrong with just daggering there. I think he's overthinking things.
Got it. He's underthinking things.
No, he's overthinking things. This is like, and I'm sure like if you see this guy play, I picked this guy as my champion because he last day of the month he beat me 5 out of 6, and like I think and like he was playing real good against me, and I watched a couple of his matches now, and he's a lot worse in this tournament than how he played against me. I think the guy's just overthinking it because he's on the big stage and he's not used to it.
Yeah, I would definitely say there's a lot of nervous plays here.
God, there's just like nothing. Like not playing the Firefly on 1 to trade up a dagger charge made sense, and this was his plan.
No, bad.
I think it was. I mean, it was his plan. It just wasn't good. That's such a weak use of coin. You just like dagger and pass. God.
Yeah. Like not daggering up as well. Like we just miss up the dagger value. When, like...
And then when Sento plays a 3-drop, you play Deadly Poison, you kill it, and then the game's over. Unless he has exactly Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper is just fucking broken.
Yes.
So I like the Deckhand SI7 here. Lets you maintain your dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just agree with that. There's not really much else to do.
You could go Squire SI7 and get Blood Knighted, and no, it's like if you have the Giggling Inventor in hand, right?
Yeah, but he's wide on board, and we don't have an answer to a big thing quite yet in our hand.
You play Giggling Inventor with it, and then you top deck Boss Fight on 6.
Ah, okay.
I actually like this. You also have a Tar Creeper to body block it. I actually really like this. Sento's just like, okay, so let's just check for Blood Knight. I'm going to jabate you, and then play Giggling Inventor. This is really smart. And the deckhand also, like the deckhand just saved you a dagger charge, which is important. But deckhand kills Fug. Deckhand kills Fledgling from hand. And that's super sweet. And oh my god! He doesn't fall for the jabate. I love this! This is incredible play. This is actually incredible play. And Sento now is just like, I'm going to play Giggling on 5. Holy shit! Both these guys played these last 2 turns like fucking incredible. Like, holy shit, that is good stuff. That is good Hearthstone.
The Deadly Poison just looked better than the Blood Knight, really, I think.
Sure, but like, still, from both ends, he's just like, fuck, he still had it.
But that was just bad that turn. This play wasn't incredible. That was just the correct play.
Yeah, but still, he didn't fall for it. It's not incredible, but like, good on him. He didn't fall for it. So this 1/2 just dies. He's not gonna play it. I love it. And now Sento doesn't have Valspine. And like, Sento doesn't have Valspine. He was really hoping that was only a 6/6, and like the Tar Creeper is gonna body block it. And like, I really, really, really love what Sento did. It just didn't pan out against the exact like Blood Knight Deadly Poison hand. But I mean, it's really easy to Blood Knight on that turn for Decurious. Like, you say it's an easy play, but it's not. It's actually just not an easy play.
So he's going to spread wide back and has to trade. Yeah, too much damage.
Yeah. Right. So at this point, I actually think that Decurious made a mistake last turn in not playing that 1/2. I actually think he just needed to gain 2 points of health. He's so far ahead.
Oh, that's just done.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
I mean, the 2 points of health ended up not mattering because of the extra deckhand, but
Man.
At this point, he was so far ahead, and he also had Myra. So like, if things turned out for a twist, then he could have played a long game. So I think at that point, he really needed to take his 2 points of health.
I wonder how this game goes if we Firefly on 1 and Dagger on 2.
A lot better, I'm assuming.
Does the fly on 1 actually improve it? Oh, because we use up his dagger?
Yeah, we break the dagger, then like the coin tower creeper just didn't do anything.
Breaking
like,
the dagger is
just like...
Oh, it's also super relevant because of deckhand on 4. Because if they
swing
on 2 and swing on 3, then they can't, carry on.
The thing with coin tower creeper is that
I think that was awful.
It's always bad because it's like... in a regular list, Sento can have just a Fug to punish it. But now he also has the Tar Creeper, which is just like you wasted your coin, and now our Tar Creepers are just staring at each other. But even if there's just Fug, right? You coin Tar Creeper and they're like, Fug attack it. You're just like, oh, that's bad. So like coining Tar Creeper is just not good.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, like Tar Creeper is only good on free against exactly deadly poison. And basically, if there's not a 1-drop there. I actually like kind of playing that style that Carivius was playing, where he's leveraging his life total to gain like card advantage. I really like that style in the Odd Rogue Mirror, but I actually like having the Tar Trooper like later when I'm doing that. This like at that point, like when you play that style, you end up at like that 12 to 15 health range a lot, and you're ahead 2 cards kind of thing. And that's when you want to play that Tar Creeper to close out. I mean, Tar Creeper is also just fantastic on 3, and I don't fault him for playing it. But like, say you have Henchclank, Fug, Fledging, and Tar Creeper as options on 3, and you maybe have you have a Vile Spine Slayer in your hand. I would play the Fledgling and not attack with the dagger, or I'd play the Fug and not attack with the dagger. And I'd be saving that Tar Creeper for down the line.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know if you're counting. I don't know if we count that as a misplay for your stream overlay bar. But
maybe. I don't know. I didn't like it, but I don't know. If
the tar thing definitely.
I think the coin tar. I think the 1-2-on-1 was like a half misplay. And I think coin into Tar Creeper was a full misplay. So I'd count that as 2.5. But on the other hand, like I get you want to like shame these people a bit more, but like I think you should just put like good plays. And I would put like in that game, I'd give Sento 1 good play, and I'd give the Carivius 1 good play too.
We can do. We're thinking of doing a good play tab as well. I don't know.
There just weren't enough good plays. I would say, like in the earlier matches.
I was very excited about that turn 4 on both sides. I thought that was really cool. I really did.
It's kind of weird. It's hard to say when a play's good or it's just expected, right?
In terms of so you're so good that you're at that point where you don't, you two, Nobblord, where you guys are just like, you don't have like this, you don't appreciate it because you're like, I do this every day, 8 hours a day. I know what's up. I don't know. From the spectator point of view, it's very important for people to actually recognize Hearthstone as a legitimate esport. And you do that by actually giving credibility to the plays and being like, wow, that was good. I think the positive thing is actually just like so important for the scene as a whole. And shaming people is great, but like giving people props for doing things good is, I think, more important.
Yeah, I mean, getting 0 misplays for Sento so far, you know.
Hey, I milled Shutterwalk.
Yeah.
Shutterwalk's milled tab.
Yeah, I mean, Sento did play to his house in the first game. Like, we saw that giggle turn 5. We're like, yeah, it's donezo. And just so happened that he got there.
We still need the purple review. I'll be doing that like after the after the broadcast is over because I have to gotta wait for the VODs to be on YouTube. Basically, I'm definitely not doing all the tournaments still going. Obviously,
yeah.
Blizzard's cool if Blizzard's okay with like us using their content, but like if we're gonna compete for viewers with them at the same time, like they probably don't want me to have the video feed on.
Yeah.
Sinto Mold Mountain Giant on coin. Oh God, no! That mulligan's wrong.
Yeah, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
He has Ooze Spellstone, so there is a different strategy where you go like 2-drop, 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 and then you Spellstone. But like, it's a lot easier to keep the Mountain Giant and hope that works out than it is to mold the Giant and draw 2 additional 2-drops.
Yep.
No.
Like Coin Homunculus into Ooze into Plated Beetle on 3, into Spellstone on 4, is like legitimately the highest win rate way of winning this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not very likely to work out.
As a side note, Odd Rogue just cannot draw 1-drops today. It's actually just impossible.
You can see how the Mountain Giant being mauled away is like he goes Ooze into full guard.
I mean, Sinto kind of did it here. Sinto really did it here. Yeah, he just did it. I mean, let's not overthink this and play Acidic Swamp Ooze, right? That denies the 3-drop.
Mm-hmm.
This pan out of Sinto's hand kind of only like it looks like fantastic right now, but it was actually only good because like he drew exactly Homunculus. And it's not that likely to draw exactly Homunculus. This hand's dog shit if you don't draw Homunculus.
Agreed.
Coin Drake. That could be a play. Like if you drew Drake, it would be okay.
Ooze in the Coin Drake.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it'd be fun. The thing is, like I said about the matchup, is like you don't necessarily need to play fast from the Rogue point of view. You can play slow. It's fine.
Do you like this?
No, but it's very in line with his mulligan.
It also lines up well against the hand because he can't just get rivered at the swing.
Hunter Ace asks, what do you guys think about attacking with the dagger on 2 against Even Warlock? I personally think it's rarely worth. It really depends on the number of copies of Acidic Swamp Ooze in the deck.
There's 2.
If there's 2, I'm twice as inclined.
And he kept 2 cards.
In that context, I think attacking is probably okay. If your opponent keeps 2 cards and has 1 Ooze, I wouldn't be attacking. Definitely close.
It just depends on your hand as well, right? Are you planning on going 3 into 3 as your 3 and 4?
Yeah,
right?
There's definitely some context there. If you're not planning on redaggering anytime soon, you just gotta kind of have to risk it. And it just sucks getting Ooze.
I don't attack much myself, but I see people attacking all the time.
But like the problem with Sinto's plan is like, now look at how the Rogue hand looks, right? It's just like he can just play like a late game here. Sinto is like not tapped, and his hand's got a Spellstone, which is great. He'll be able to kill that Thug. But like, if you look at how this is going to shape up, I think Rogues is just going to get chip damage over the next few turns, Valspawn, and then Leroy and close. And that's like the big problem with keeping like the Ooze and the Spellstone. It's just like, well, we could have just been killing him with Mountain Giant this whole time. We'd be a lot lower, but so would he. And at this point, like, there is a very real chance that we're just getting outvalued.
Mm. He's just going to drop the hook too, right?
The file folklers.
That is true.
It also sucks.
The thing is, if you just play hooked, and then your opponent fungal Manti, you're kind of feeling pretty uncomfortable.
Can we then defile? Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, Sinto. I mean, all of Sinto's plays are very much in line with, are very much in line with his mulligan, and like his plays are very synergistic. I just don't think it's a good approach for the matchup. He's being way too aggressive with removal. and any odd rogue hand that's just not flooded in 1-drops is going to end up beating you.
Yeah, this is just what happens when you default there. He just redevelops, and you just can end up in the same.
Exactly, and it just gets worse and worse because at this point, odd rogue gets 1 more mana every turn. And you can start going like with double freeze and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I'm thinking you do out the ball a lot, and then he'll vast bind, you fall behind, then you Hellfire defile, clear back up.
Yeah, and he's looking at it, he's just like, well, shit, I've pigeonholed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2-drops did not have enough value. Just gone.
I think it does have a significant amount of health, but like, alright, so here comes like 1-drop Cold Blood Fungalmancer. Yep. Jeez. And now, like, Sinto has just like, because he made only defensive reactive plays, he just has a bunch of threats in his hand that he can't play now. And yeah, I think that Sinto's plays like if you look at them all together in a vacuum,
like you can't spellstone.
He has an approach to the matchup which is very different than mine.
It's just bad. Like you have to. You can't just burn your best reactive tool when you're not getting ahead on board. Otherwise, this just happens. You just
exactly. You want to be spellstoning their guy when you have a mouth on that board. And now he literally had a defile as the second defile as an out.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole game was just the whole game plan was just bad from start to finish.
Yeah, I agree.
Same.
But what does he do now then?
Well, whatever he does, he dies unless he goes for the tap to the defile. So
you tap for defile, then concede. Alright, concede.
Well, yeah, here he hopes there's no vial. He's like, please. And there is a vial. So as soon as you see that 3-drop slam down.
No, that's actually the Cold Blood's actually lethal stuff here.
Oh yeah.
Go Cold Blood. You combo with the Cold Blood, you dagger, you Valve Spine, and it's lethal.
Just has to make sure.
I think the way Sinto played this game, like that kind of style, works out a lot better when you're going first and you're not on coin. Is that one off?
I would agree with that.
10, 12, 14, 16. No, it's not one off label.
Yeah.
Andres, what are you talking about?
What are you chatting, boy?
One off.
Dude, this is why Hunter is the best player in the world. Hunter Ace all of Hunter Ace's minions just deal 1 additional damage. It's really imbalanced, man. You're catting Leroy. Leroy did. I mean, the Valve Spine did 8 damage to Leroy. Did 6, right? Or was it 9? Yeah, I mean, Hunter Ace of like the really showing his true colors in chat. He's just like, we kill people with Leroy. We're not looking for other lethals, man. We kill people with Leroy.
The Psycho knows what's up.
Psycho saying, Purple thinks Sinto has a style of play / game plan. He's just playing cards right now. Fair enough.
This series has gone on quite fast, actually. So it's Mali Druid against Evenlock.
I found like Sinto is like an absolutely amazing grinder and ladder player. I do find his tournament play to be. I
don't think he's. I think he's lost the ladder grinder thing as well now. That's gone as well.
I think he just autopilots a bit too much.
Yes.
Like his play kind of looks like what my play looks like at the end of a season, where I'm just like, well, I just need to hit that play button like 150 times today, so let's get going. It's just kind of his play just kind of feels like that to me today, and I'm not. He made that one really good play in the Yadro Mirror, which I very much liked, and since then it's just like a bit too much autopiloting in my book.
Did anything interesting happen in the Mulligans? I was away.
I think Sinto kept the Twilight Drake, which I think is just a fine keep going first.
Okay.
I didn't see anything from the druid, so I think he full mold. I'm not sure.
You don't really want, if your first threat's getting naturalized, it might as well be a Twilight Drake instead of a giant. And when druid's on coin, the hand with like coin wild growth or wild growth into coin nourished tyrant kind of thing. Like they go tyrant, and like you can't actually like let the tyrant hit you, so you don't really even want to hit the giant and the tyrant, and that hand kind of works out a bit more. That interaction happens more when Warlock goes first. Ooh, he still just plays a giant.
He taps.
I don't like this.
You're not supposed to tap here, right?
Oh. No, you're supposed to tap here.
Really?
He already has Gul'dan. The entirety of his deck does the exact same thing.
Yeah, but like he can just tap next turn if he needs to tap, right?
No, you just like if you.
I mean, next turn he's gonna play a 4-drop and pass, unless you think he's gonna go double 2.
I'm in the belief that that this is the reason you tap. You tap and overdraw a card here.
So he has to tap and overdraw if he tapped last turn, right?
Yeah, I would. You're supposed to tap here. That's a correct tap here, because then you go Homunculus 7/7 next turn.
We can draw.
That is an intentional overdraw, like 100% of the time.
Tap's only good if you draw a giant, like, and when you get naturalized, it's just I don't know. This matchup can go to. Well, I don't know.
You already have Gul'dan. Your entire deck does the same thing.
I mean, you don't want to overdraw like your demon cards. Your Gul'dan's getting worse.
No. Your Gul'dan is just to make sure you don't die to some cheesy counter pressure. We already have an Ooze for the Twig, and we have Gul'dan for life stabilization and Spellstone for life stabilization, and Shroomburger for life stabilization. It doesn't matter what we overdraw. There's a Geist. But if you just overdraw it, you can just say, whatever. It's like if it was the last card in my deck.
Geist.
Alright, so from the Rivius end, what are we thinking here? Are we going for the Nat off the Nourish? Is that what's happening? Or are we,
No, absolutely not. You're playing Nourish for crystals and trying to get the UI somehow.
I feel like...
No, you're right. Oh, wait, we're at 19.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you coin Spreading Flag. Yeah, no, this is good. This is right. I mean, you look at the onboard trades and you're saying, well, this Tyrant's going to end up going for that giant. No, this is right.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot I'm not used to, like, when I'm playing this matchup as Druid, or for me in Warlock, that my Mountain Giant's still on the board. that rarely happens, unless you're just set. Then both your Mountain Giants are still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, we also had Skulking Geist in hand. Oh, yeah, I mean, like, there's literally nothing in our deck we give a fuck about.
Yeah, but you can go Volgar tap hooked anyway on 7 if we're always Geisting on 6.
Well, not Geisting on 6. He doesn't have Naturalize.
Well, yeah, here we're going 4-2, right? And I'm just protecting this giant. Sorry.
God, I wish we were playing a 7/7 this turn.
I don't know. I like healing the giant. I don't think it's much worse than a 7/7.
Why don't we just dice so he can't draw an
you play Twilight Drake at Sunfury.
Because he has to draw 2, right? And he can't draw 2. And play 2, unless he does it off branching. He has like branching double draw Nat to like punish Geist.
You play Twilight Drake and Sunfury so that your opponent has to start using 4 life to get a Twig charge off.
No, I do like this because it protects the giant.
Yeah, this was just great. This was great. And this was a fine line. I just like playing a 7/7 this turn because like we could have developed 9 power this turn instead of 6. But I think like
9. Oh
yeah, I mean, a 2/4 and a 7/7. That's 9, right?
Yeah.
I'm playing an aggro deck. I'm just trying to set up to put the biggest number in play every turn.
All right, this game's over.
And I actually think I want to touch on something you said, Bor, where it's like, aren't we just Geisting and then we can play the 7/7? Well, why are you playing to 10%? His 10%ers? Do you even lose if he draws Nat? No. You don't even care.
How else are we losing?
I mean, you're not losing to that, so you might as well just try to close. The control approach is dumb. The control approach of this matchup is dumb because as soon as you start slowing down, you're gonna die to Malagos.
But isn't that the worst case scenario here? He like swipes the Mountain Giant, and that's the Drake or whatever.
Or the 7/7, or then you still have a Drake.
Yeah. So say you went for your 7/7 line, he could just swipe the 8/4 and then the 7/7, right?
So he has to hit a 2 and 21 off the top, and then also have swipe in his hand. The swipe's not very hard to have, but winning the 2 and 21 is not easy.
He could also have. Has he hero powered 3 times by now? Would hero power upgrade Spellstone? I'm not sure.
No, he hasn't been. He hasn't been hero powered because he had a twig then after the twig.
Did he wild growth? No, he didn't.
He played MC attack on 3, twig on 4, coin plague on 5, and to nourish on 6. There's one hero power this game. Yeah, and I just want to stress it's really good to next turn if let's ignore the current board state, right? If you're looking at what the biggest number is for Sinto, it's actually Mountain Giant overdraw a card into Hook Reaper, right? Mm-hmm. And you're always supposed to overdraw that card rather than playing the Shroomberer. It's you overdraw a card, but you lost 3 of stats. If the play was just Sprang Plague in the way, I would assume that you want to probably play Bone Mare to push the Sun Free over or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe spell. You can also Mountain Giant Spellstone 1.
Mountain Giant tap Hellfire.
That does kill him. Tapping for Hellfire seems pretty okay here too. And you can Mountain Giant tap Spellstone, which is kind of what I want to be doing in the first place anyways.
Yeah, you don't overdraw here,
That's free.
Right? Even if you go for the line you said.
Oh, in this spot, no. And yeah, here you don't overdraw. Oh, there's a defile. That probably falls.
Lethal?
1, 2. No, you can't make the 2 and the 3 simultaneously, right?
Yeah, you can.
You have a 2 in hand. You have a 2. Okay. Oh, the 4.
Yeah, this is lethal, right? Yeah.
But it probably was lethal, right? But whatever.
Oh no, the Giant's no, we just needed to push a Drake for right?
Wait. The Giant was that 4? Is the Giant at 4?
Giant was on 4, so
then...
you trade the Sun Fury,
yeah.
and that makes a 1, 3.
Yeah,
you take the 2,
you make it
have
3.
4. Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So, I want to stress something. Both you guys are tournament players, and I've seen guys like you do this incredibly poorly. But I play way too fast, and I'll give you absolute credit for that. But spots like this is where you actually kind of have to go pretty fast. It's what if you are to rip that defile? Well, Sinto, at that point in the row, there's literally no way he ever spots that defile. So you kind of have to be quick in that turn where it's just okay, I want to play this Mountain Giant, maybe Spellstone at 1/5 or something like that. That Mountain Giant should have been on the board in the first 10 seconds.
I think in this situation, you don't even you're thinking, how do I lose? And there's never a scenario where you draw defile and then need defile to win because there's no comeback potential from Vivian.
No, but
so this is a completely different scenario, I think.
No, but in general, in turns like that, I think it's very good habit to try to recognize in general what I want to be doing in this turn. And that extra card is going to impact my turn. So any general turn where you're drawing cards, I really like giving myself I want to recognize I want to draw cards this turn. Therefore, I want to give myself a bit of extra time after I draw the cards to identify what I'm going to be doing. And I see a lot of good players do this wrong, and I've seen a lot of really good players rope out really easy turns. I think Zalay is a great example of that. Zalay is
a really great example of that. Yeah.
Zalay has tanked so many turns because he just wasn't fast enough to identify the start of his turn.
Yeah, you need to. It just depends on how impactful is the decision going to be. It's hard to even know whenever you get the random effect.
I think it's just good practice when you're in a card draw turn to give yourself that time. Say as Druid, you don't want to wait 40 seconds before casting Nourish.
Yeah, that's also a big thing in like team tournaments where you're like, you just recognize, hey, yeah, you should probably make this decision right now.
Oh yeah, in HCG, I mean, when I had the most, I'm just like, all right, so we're gonna start. People are talking. I'm just going. I'm gonna start somewhere. I'm gonna draw cards, and then you guys can keep talking. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, like Monsanto, who was on my team, was also notoriously bad at that. He's just like a very meticulous slow player, and sometimes he gets punished for it.
Yeah, that happens a lot in TESPA, especially because like collegiate players aren't used to that, and then they're like, "Oof, let's use all the time on every turn, ever."
Oh yeah, I mean, the whole HCG thing is like half the teams are roping out consistently, and like, no, we're not doing that. We're gonna like play like at a relatively okay speed because like this is nonsense. Last year, not this year, but the previous HCG, we had a match against Malaysia. They just dunked us, and they literally had the strongest possible play every single turn of the games in all the matches, and they roped every single one.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of roping in HGG.
Oh fuck! I hate it for the viewers' perspective. Like, god damn.
Oh yeah, obviously for the viewers, but when you have all these people trying to talk, we rope turn 2 so often, just discussing stuff.
That's fine, but like, I don't know. Malaysia was roping shit. Like they had like Flame Imp Keliseth into like something, and they just tanked it basically. It's just like, what? That was a very obvious like we're keeping all 3 of these cards, and you're just like tanking on this. It's just like, well, I don't know.
Maybe they get you with the mind games. Maybe they never have the Keliseth here. And then the tilt factor.
Yeah. It's just Keliseth's something the other team can totally play around.
Yeah, thank God you didn't like coin Mana Wraith backstab. That's how you play around it.
If Zoo kept a card against me on ladder, and I know it's Zoo, and they didn't play a 1-drop as Odd Rogue, oftentimes I'm just gonna coin dagger and be like, I know what's coming, I'm ready.
Wait, why would you coin dagger?
Oh, just be ready. Just let them know. I know what you're doing, buddy. I know. Nerf Keliseth. I really don't think Keliseth needs to be nerfed. I made a tweet this week where I said I think it's time to bring back 3/2 Knife Juggler. And
you think all of the 2-drops should be buffed?
No, but a fair amount of them should. We should have playable 2-drops in the game. Like if you look at old metas of old, like Warlock had like a card called Dark Peddler, which is just a very good value 2-drop and very playable. And like there were just like some random 2-drops like Matt Corper in the history that were very strong, and they snowballed games. And there was like a 3/2 Wind Fury for 2 that was like that in a very famous match of Firebat against Stansiska. Firebat in the game on turn 3 because of it. But if you have diversity and like just playable 2-drops, then not every single deck in the game needs to be a Keliseth. Every aggro deck doesn't have to be a Keliseth deck or exactly an odd deck, because that is like Blizzard has pigeonholed us so hard into like dictating, well, this is what you guys are doing because, well, you don't have any options. Amani Berserker is the best 2-drop in the game. It's literally the best neutral 2-drop in the game. Does Keliseth need to be nerfed? No, absolutely not. It's just the other things need to be a bit stronger.
Ooze is better.
Ooze is better than Amani? Okay. You get my point, though, right? It's like...
Yes.
I don't know. It's like... It's just like... Decks don't even need to play... Control decks don't even need to play Doomsayer because aggro is so shit.
I mean, I kind of like that.
I don't hate that Doomsayer's not in the game.
I don't like Doomsayer in all those decks when like Doomsayer and Warlock, where it's only really good on turn 2 and then it sucks every other turn. Like
yeah, I mean it's and even Warlock.
It's awful. Like it's like such a like you draw it early or you have it as trash. It's not. I don't really like that sort of card.
There was a meta game where like you could make a tournament lineup that featured 8 copies of Doomsayer, and it was fine. Because there were good playable 1-drops and 2-drops in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's probably not where we want to be, and that is why like we ended up with a nerf knife juggler, etc. But I think that meta was better than just people jamming Kelsup onto every game.
Yeah. Oh, Moyen and
Chimyao.
Yeah, more of the bands and stuff.
They were apparently changed from an insider info.
Ooh,
yeah.
So
last time was the Shuttershawn was banned, and then the Mage was banned.
God.
Uh-huh.
God, when you rematch someone in a tournament, like say I was rematching Boar, I know Boar's gonna like say we have like the night to think about it. I know Boar's gonna be up until like 2:30 a.m. like dwelling on this fucking decision, and I'm gonna go to bed at 9:30 and I'm gonna roll a die.
Yeah,
I've never been great at this mind gaming things, and in my mind, it just truly doesn't matter. Boar, you're probably smarter than me, and like I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna be like, Boar's gonna
sleep because I was worried.
You're gonna tank on it like severely, and you are gonna come up with the best. You're gonna argue one way, another way, and you're gonna be like, "Well, I want to be doing. I'm gonna change up the band or not change up the band because of this." And I'm on the. I don't care. It's a mind game on whatever I do.
Yeah, see, the strat would actually be a lot better if he banned properly the first round. So, like, he had a 50-50 between Mally and Oddrogue as his banned round one, and then they, like, 50-50 banned the other way. But he banned Shutter round one. So you're like, I don't know what the change is.
So sometimes you just have to admit you made a mistake and be like, all right, it's time. I've done that in tournaments before where it's like, I play the same lineup round 1 and 2, and I just get 3-0'd by some deck. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm banning that deck instead.
Yeah, so I would agree that he did make a mistake thing, but he didn't switch to the right one, because if he assumes Moyen's on the same ban, he should ban out the, he bans out the Taunt Druid, I think. Wait, is it no, it's not Taunt Druid. It is. He bans out the, wait, let me pull up the sheet really quickly. I think it is the Taunt Druid. Because Moyen has, like, the Oddrogue can possibly struggle because it's a greedier list, so it loses the mirror and then it can struggle more if the Mage is banned.
Doesn't the Oddrogue beat the Zoo though?
Yeah. But like you have to hit that one, or else you're done. So.
Well, this is China's last hope.
Yeah.
So do you keep Fleming?
Yes. End of conversation.
Stats would say it's the second
Correct.
best card in your deck.
Yes, and therefore you would keep it. Good.
I don't know, man. I see 4 cards and none of these Kelsup. That Flame could have been a Kelsup.
Yeah,
they're also not Soul Infusion yet.
So Moyen's rocking this one Wrath build.
Yeah, and the Wrath is gonna come in hot.
Yeah.
Dude, anyone running Wrath in their Druid, bravo to you, dudes. Like the current like net deck Druid decks with no fucking Wraths are so fucking greedy. Like, if you look at, I'm gonna bring up a stat, right? So Tempo Mage is literally favored against every single kind of Druid except Togwoggle Druid, because Togwoggle Druid runs 2 copies of Wrath, and the Tempo Mage's win rate against Togwoggle Druid, I think I checked, it was like 36%. 2 copies of Wrath plus 20% in that matchup.
No, the Oaken summons. And the fact you're not playing rubbish cards like Moonfire.
Hey, Moonfire's not rubbish. Moonfire is pretty sweet there.
Moonfire kills Flame Imp, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't kill Flame Imp.
Oh, kind of does. In conjunction with your hero power board, Moonfire can deal 2 damage on you.
Yeah, which is significantly worse.
I mean, you took a couple of points of damage. I mean, it still works. Yeah. There were some metas in Hearthstone where I did run Moonfire in my Druid, and I actually did keep it in my opening hand against Zoo going first.
Dude, I think it's okay to keep it against Zoo going first if you know like for sure it's Zoo and you don't have like the spell stone. You're like, oh, here it is.
He's gonna play with me. Like it's not bad. I don't know. Like there's like I'm talking about like the meta game where there's 3/2 Knife Jugglers and all the Zoo decks, right? And you're just like, well, I might not draw Wrath. This Knife Juggler is gonna have to die.
Mm-hmm. Blastoise brings up a good point. If he was playing Oddruid, he farms Flame Imp.
Dude, Oddruid's hero power is so good against Zoo. It's Voidwalker or bust in the early game for them.
This Voidwalker Protect is going to come in huge this game. Wait, is he playing it now?
Yeah, because you don't have anything else to do.
You could play this.
You can't just trade all 3 of your guys.
You just play Chain Gang and accept your fate with not trading, and then you go Fungal.
Oh god, and then Wayne just plays Cube, and you're dead.
Oh,
painful. He drew patches, man.
Oh, that was.
I think you're naturalizing that 3/3 and playing a 3/6.
Hold up. Are we that? No. Really? Maybe?
I don't know, man.
What about this?
3/6 is as good as 4/6, except that 3/3 is still on the board now.
I don't want to naturalize the 3/3.
Really?
Yeah, he might not have Fungomancer in hand. You should just give him Fungomancer.
Your opponents don't play Fungomancer on 5 against you like every game.
Well, I don't nat them every game.
Okay, so you're going second, right? They play Flame Imp on 1. You don't have Spellstone. Do you nat the Flame Imp?
No!
I nat it every time. I think it's right. That's 9 points of health I'm giving myself at least.
I mean, you might nat it. It depends on hand context, but...
I nat
it on hand context, I would say.
That
is a good draw.
I nat it without hand context. I just... Yeah, it's not close for me.
This War of Growth has actually rewarded him so much for playing the cube last turn.
Yeah. Moyen just flipped. He went worst draw to like best draw, right? I think that was best draw.
Wow, this cube was insane.
Ooh.
I think he fungled the wrong minion.
Yeah.
He should have
made a 5/5 Void Rip, right?
Yep. That's already a bad play.
I don't know, man. If you play the 3/6 and naturalize the 3/3 to turn prior, and your opponent's best play is Fungal Man, which it literally always is, does he even walk into swipe? I think he would not attack, and then you just get the Cubit, and then you're very much in the game with a high life total.
I think he walks into swipe.
I don't think
he walks into.
I think I don't know if he walks into swipe.
He trades. These Chinese guys always trade.
I don't think, in the context of if my opponent has like any heal card in his hand, does he actually trade? No. He's not walking this swipe. He'll make the trades next turn and heal him up so he doesn't lose the swipe.
No.
No, you just always walk into it.
This is a CN player.
Okay. Would you walk into swipe every time there?
I might run into it.
I want some insider information just so I know how to mess with you next time we have a nice match together.
I'll only walk into swipe if you don't have it.
Oh, that's a good strategy.
So basically, what you're telling me is you turn on the stream real quick.
Dynamic vision.
This Drake is sweet.
And then Dragon Hatcher. Not bad.
Yeah, that Wild Grove bailed out Moyen like no more.
Hey, play these 1-drop, send the 5-drop. Let's go.
You Librarian first because it's a 3/2, and sometimes you get Soul Infusion. It's sweet.
Oh yeah. I would not advise Doom Guarding first.
He can Doom Guard and then tap. Or is he about to get debated by the Dreadlord?
No.
I actually think he's gonna play Dreadlord here. It's just too much value to give up on.
Okay.
Because the attacks aren't actually good.
They're fine.
They're fine attacks. They're just not good attacks.
And your 2-1s get 4 health. Ugh.
Alright, get the 412. He ripped the 412.
Yeah, what if you just run cube and zoo?
Nope.
So like when you get to this spot, you just cube the Doom Guard and just oh.
But what happens if you have the how? Because you discard the cube with the Doom Guard.
No.
I mean, it's like you discarded any other card. Who cares?
Yeah, but I mean, you have to literally play Doom Guard then top that cube.
No. You can also draw Solarium and the cube for it.
Oh, okay.
Way more likely. Oh my god, more dragons.
So no Spellbreaker in this list, and he's already
and he uses one. Yeah, and there's no more chargers. There's like nothing left.
Oh god, I would be naturalizing for sure here. Naturalizing gives you 5 points of health.
Because you put it.
I think they both are pretty easy to calculate their 100%. I think giving him 3 cards this turn as opposed to 5 makes it a little bit easier to calculate out. But
at this point now, it's just like a sick tempo player. I don't know, man. I've been casting, like, people have started playing naturalizing their druid decks like this year, like last year. I've had naturalized in my deck for 5 years now, and I play that in the card very aggressively. And I always
yeah. You especially because like just the tools available to druid right now, like UI and Plague, just those two like make Nats so much better to like use aggressively because you can make up the card advantage a lot.
There's no such thing as card disadvantages, druid.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, you can draw bad, but
yep. Rossi taught you to save naturalize for Hadronox.
Oh man, I want to do another. I did a stream of Rage like a while ago where we went over all the Rossi videos. God, they're so good. They're so good. All those videos are just like incredible.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think we use a Spellstone.
Yep.
And no concerns.
I think you killed a Dreadlord to protect your board.
Yeah.
Now he has 0 cards in hand, and you don't have any dragons in your deck, so you say bye-bye to the Dragon Hatcher, right? But, like, yeah.
Yep.
And you kill that Light Warden, because, like, if you're going to lose this game, that Light Warden's probably, like, why?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't count the kill cards. I just know that the Light Warden's way spookier.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, he bumped it because of fungal. He's like, oh, 5/5s are scarier, not 5/5s.
Sure. I think we've actually seen like a Voodoo Doctor and a Fungal Enchanter.
This trade was just better because I mean it's only going to get 2+2 attack anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh, Drillaclaw. That's a good card.
Sick.
I'll be right back. This game's over.
Yeah,
it's boring.
Good assessment. Woo! Aku! At Aku.
Oh! Very good!
Whew! He made it back. Not lethal on board.
Zoo just lost again. What's happened?
Recognize feature.
Remake! Let's do some more trades. Never play Naturalize. Sick.
Yeah. He better hurry up and get the lethal on the board before it happens.
Do you reckon they would give the game to Moyen if it disconnected her?
I don't think so, right? Because there's not technically lethal on board. Like, let's say the computers exploded, right? Like, both of them just exploded, and then you can't...
But you know what his board state was.
Oh, no, just kidding. Both computers exploding is still fine, I think. I think the game gets put on hold. I think it's only if you have, like, the bug where
floating card bug?
Floating card bug, and you're an idiot and just don't do anything with it.
Yeah, don't restart your client, yeah.
Yeah.
They won't give him the wins this Hunter race? Wow. Whoa. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if Mizzou's the worst deck because it was. I don't think it was badly situated. It's just the opponents drew better on. Like the Zoo hands weren't bad either. It's just the other hands were slightly better than the Zoo hands.
Yeah. Yeah, questionable play hasn't helped as well. People not playing 3-mana 4/4s.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Also, a lot of the reason why the people with Zoo, have decent lineups, but then they lose, right? So then they appear more often.
Oh yeah.
That's what happened a lot. And then Bloodyface had Zoo in his lineup, and he just went boop, boop, win, done, and he's done, right? I don't know if he got I don't know what his Zoo stats were, but even if they were not
all
good,
I remember is the 100% win rate on Secret Hunter.
Yes, the 2-0.
Yeah.
Because they both misplayed. That's good.
So would this be a win now for Moyen?
Yes. Because he can't clear off the damage, right?
He can.
And then the branching. Oh.
This would still be a
It's still not a win. Well, the problem is, right? Chime Yao would have the floating card.
Holy shit. He actually managed to come back a bit, huh?
No.
Until that O card top deck.
I mean, still no.
It was pretty unlikely to beat 2 Lich King cards and 5 Druid cards.
He could have just put the Warlock to 1 that turn.
When I went to make my cup of coffee, I was like, nah, this by the time I get back, the games will have been would have already been closed.
Yeah, you missed a Moyen DC'd for 5 seconds. There was the reconnect thing that popped up. So
fair enough.
Yeah, we're worried.
Yeah.
Random thought in between games, but so announcement of nerfs in 2 days, right? Or announcement of an announcement.
Yes.
If something happens to Giggling Inventor, what do you guys think of the Happy Goal package in Odd Rogue? Because let's just say we don't need to be running 2 Blood Knights in that deck anymore, and we're not running Giggling Inventors in that deck anymore. The Happy Goal combo, we have the Dagger to activate. It's definitely a bit worse than Flame Imp overall, but that card, the Happy Goal combo is just disgusting with Myros.
I really liked it post Myers, but I also really didn't like it when I queued into a class called Druid and my face didn't get damaged.
Sure.
I think it's possible, but I think it's more likely that Scalebane makes its way back in, because Scalebane is really annoying for a lot of the slower decks, and it just sucks versus Giggling. So Giggling gets nerfed to the point.
Yeah, I mean, run 2 Scalebane is you plus 10% yourself against Druid, because what ends up happening in all your Druid games as Odd Rogue is they deny your Fungal Mancer, and then you have to play Giggling Inventor, and you just couldn't see the threat play.
Yeah. And then also against Shutter Shaman, it was just they play 2 minions, I'm done.
I was the last few times I brought Odd Rogue to tournaments, I was just running 2 Scalebanes because I wasn't banning Druid.
You know what really happens though? They nerfed to 6 mana, and all the even decks become OP.
That's what I thought was going to happen with Collar Arms, man.
Even Paladin with Giggling Inventor is going to be nuts.
Oh baby, that makes your Valenier pretty sweet.
Yeah, it makes your just Tarim even better. Oh.
Yeah, Tarim definitely needs some help being playable.
Yeah.
That card, holy shit, man! That card has carried Paladins so far, and I think if Paladin had any good cards. And they could run if Tarim wasn't legendary, you could run 2 of that card. Paladin would still be tier 1 deck right now. Holy. How does it make Valenier better? Because all right, so when you actually put it on, the issue with Valenier is against a lot of decks, what happens post Valenier is you're actually just kind of playing one dude. And that means that one big dude is like, well, a lot of decks can just like owl, and there's like no pressure on the board anymore. So you're very much all in on that post Valinor swing to not get silence or for them not to have an answer. But when you're going wide and you're also setting up like maybe a bone mare or something going forward, the Giggling Inventor actually helps a ton with Valinor.
Yeah, you just want to buff small guys.
The issue right now with how Valinor is working out is that it's like a very all-in card, and if you don't hit a 2-drop with it, and the way that kind of plays out, you've played this a lot more than me, boy, but I've watched you play it, is that, well, you kind of play your 2-drops because they cost 2, and then just how a curve generally works out is you're going to play your early stuff early, and then you're going to be left with more expensive stuff a bit later.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Valinor Serenite's Poggers, yeah. I saw you stream that, and I was like, I'm gonna cut the even aspect of this, and I'm gonna make aggro Azalina deck. Yeah. Oh, that was a sweet deck.
Uh-huh.
I found myself playing against Warrior, and they were all like offensive GGing me, and then I just top deck Azalina, and they're like, oh no, I lost.
Have you seen a clip of me facing Ginger? And I was playing my control odd paladin, and he's playing. Yeah, just look at the clip.
Control odd paladin.
Yeah.
Well, you don't look like you're in a great spot here.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, he's got Mecha. Oh no, I see where this is going. I see where it's going, and I don't like. Oh no. Oh, poor Ginger.
Yeah, poor Ginger. But yeah,
this was rude, Boar. How dare you? Good. Azalina's so much better in decks where people don't
expect it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, at first, like Togwaggle Drew's win rate was just like literally people just didn't know what was going on. And now it's like, well, people still don't know what's going on because, like, I mean, Togwaggle Druid and Mally Druid are like, they look the same.
Yes.
But it's in the back of people's minds, you know. But at first, like, holy shit, it was so. I love playing that deck because people were just like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to be doing here?
Game is happening. I think balls are fine. Moyen kept the chain. He's on the coin, so like it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I like the hacks more than the chain gang.
Well, I mean, he didn't keep the hex. I mean, he didn't throw or keep the hex. I do like hex better as a card, though. Yes.
Oh, okay. So this hand is perfect for Moyen.
Yes. Agreed.
So what you want to be doing with this hand is you want to play Volcano on turn 6, and when you don't have a hex and they play like Flappy Bird or Henchklein Fug on 3, what happens is you have the Volcano on 5, and that means you don't get the Hagafa. But it means the Volcano comes out too early, and then the post reload you're just dead to. The way this works out is that he's going to have the Hex for the 3, and then he's going to have the Volcano. He's going to have any follow up, which is the Chain Gang, and then he's going to have the Volcano on 6, and he's going to have that Hagafa active on 8. This hand is amazing. This would be a 4 keep for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what would make it better. It's like maybe like second Volcano would be like a little bit better. Oh, ooze. Okay. Yeah. We got the ooze in there.
Oh, he doesn't play ooze. My bad.
Ooze isn't actually that good because then you have to coin ooze. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not great.
But it's okay in the context where your opponent doesn't actually have a 1-drop, and then it's monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, my odd rogue opponents tend to play 1-drops, but in this tournament, it's been clearly demonstrated that no odd rogue actually plays a 1-drop on 1. Oh no, this one got
clearly impossible.
One got Earthshocked, not Earthshocked. So he actually hit his 1-drop.
Mm-hmm.
But literally no one hits their 1-drop as odd rogue in this tournament. It's a curse, man.
Hey, we've seen an Earthshock already, right? There was a 1-drop. They got Earthshock.
I mean, you are certainly playing Tar Creeper and Cold-Blooded, the Frog.
Yep. Frog in attack mode.
And so this is a bit awkward. And by a bit awkward, I mean it's incredibly awkward. So at this point, we're going to 5 mana, and we got to be considering what the hell do I do when he fungal mans? And I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong.
Hunter makes a good point in chat regarding the coin hex. Did you need to coin hex?
Yes. I think that was good. Any follow-up trade drop, it's just good. Alright, so I actually think he should have played Life Drinker instead of Chain Gang. And let the fungal happen, and then let the fungal happen, and then you have Chain Gang to tank and Glacial Shard. And then you can then he's gonna have to commit more resources on the board, and then you're gonna volcano it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And you guys both you both of you guys like agreed to keep the Chain Gang opening it. I don't think that card's important to have.
I think Chain Gang. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good at making hands come together, especially when you're on the coin. Like if you're on the play, it gets a lot more sketchy. But on the coin,
yes.
You can just play it out before something, soften things up to make Storm not an awful card. You can like clip things into Volcano, that sort of stuff. So
the thing under
high utility there.
The thing with the coin hacks under Ace is that if you don't coin hacks, you're going to have to Volcano probably a turn earlier.
Well, you can
and the name of the game when you have Volcano Hagafa is playing Volcano on turn 6. And by the same token, this is still not Chain Gang. This is Life Drinker. We want the Chain Gang to resolve and to be on the board after we Volcano on turn 6.
Yeah. So
I hate this Volcano. I think this is atrocious. This kind of style of play that Moyen is doing used to be correct, and it stopped being correct as soon as Myra's came in.
Moyen has quite a good hand read here though, because you saw Tarku become down, which is the weakest available 3-drop. You saw no Fungomancer on 5, so you can really put the left-hand cards as being unplayable almost. Like, just not good refill.
I disagree. If I had a good hand, if I had like 3 drops in hand, I think I would have played this hand exactly like this as auto rope, because I actually want the good 3 drops to come post Volcano.
You wouldn't have played the Fledgling?
I would have played Tarkov, yeah.
Okay.
With a good hand, yeah, because I want my good stuff to come post Volcano. Like, this is working out for Moyen because the Rogue's hand is absolute dog shit, but I don't agree that you can make the read that the Rogue's hand's absolute dog shit. I don't think we have very much information at all.
I think we have a lot. The worst 1-drop was played, the worst 3-drop, and there was no 5.
Tarkov is not the worst 3-drop. Tarkov is fine.
Tarkov is the worst 3-drop.
It's fine.
I guess Blood Knight. Is Blood Knight worse? I would have played it.
Again, this is Life Drinker. Oh. Again, this is Life Drinker. God damn, dude.
I'm not too sure because it softens it up for like let's say he goes like 1 fungal, like this softens it up for the Storm to be a little bit better if we ever have to like are in that scary situation.
Let's be honest here. Is there a world where we're not getting Valspine Slayer this turn?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm on 6 mana. My opponent's play was 1/2. Are we literally not getting Valspine Slayer like 100% of the time? Like, sure, he top deck.
You could top deck a 5, yes, but that's the only one.
You can top deck exactly Giggling, and then it becomes Giggling. But against Valspine, oh god, you want to play the Life Drinker and then Glacial Shard Chain Gang. And Moyen's just getting hooked up now. But I really don't think the way he played the game was right. I think the way he played it was right before Myra's. And he only got rewarded this game on basically Rogue's hand being literally the worst.
You like freezing the minion over freezing face? Yeah, this is best against top deck fungal to freeze the middle minion.
Yeah, I mean, you just always freeze the middle minion. Freezing Face killed the 2-1, but Hagafa is going to kill the 2-1 anyways.
Sure.
So wait. So what is Hunter-Ace? What's Hunter-Ace saying? He wants to Henge Clan. He doesn't want to hex the Henge Clan Thug, and you want to pass on free.
He wants to Glacial Shard it.
And then he daggers in. He has a 5/5, and then he plays like something else, and then he plays Giggling. So let's just say he has a second Henge Clan Thug and the Giggling. Then all of a sudden there's 7 health on the Giggling. You have a 6/6 and a 5/5, and you're dead. Or 5/5 and a 4/4, and that's 9/16.
Well, you can hex it on turn 4. You're not passing your turn.
And then you never play Thug? And I don't know, man. You float so much mana. Wait. Oh, that's a 7/4. Okay. Whoa,
Yeah.
you do not storm this.
No. Yeah.
Wow, that's that's bad.
I mean, I guess he does have board presence if he does it, right? Because it for sure kills the 4/3, so you have 2 3/3s against a nothing. But I want
to point out that this pressure is cool and all, but my opponent still has a Vile Sponsor in his hand, and we still know that.
Oh, this is true.
That's a hand read we have.
It's not 100%. It could be Baku and Leroy.
Sure. It's much more likely to be Vile Sponsor and
could it be Myra's?
It couldn't still be Myra's, yes. And overusing your resources like this, and then you get Myra's and you're dead. And you got to just be pretty conservative with your resources these days in this matchup. That's my point of view.
Yeah.
Before, it used to be when they have 2 cards in hand, you're just like, fuck it, Volcano your 2 guys. Now if you do that, you just kind of dodge the Myra's.
Let's see if he decides to kill the 1/1.
Yeah, try to have with play. Hunter-Ace's play does make sense, and that you're setting up an early Volcano, but you still don't want to be Volcanoing that early or taking that chip. And I really do think you want to be like spending your mana. Like spending 4 mana on turn 3 instead of spending 1 mana makes a ton of sense to me.
I don't think the Chinese players get that read, Crane.
No.
Well, that's tempting.
That's really tempting.
That last card could still be Myra's, but that's pretty tempting.
Yeah, we're doing this. Okay, Leroy Fungal. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, for those beat that.
Oh, really?
Did you just man up and play Giggling and concede the Blood Knight off top?
Yeah.
No, that's definitely another. Crane's bringing up a good point in tournament play, and I do think a lot of good players do this very bad, where random pauses during a turn gives away information. This game, it might not matter that much, but
All right, so just don't play this Giggling.
I'm still listening to you, Hunter-Ace, but like, I'm still listening to you, Hunter-Ace, but like, where you're using all your mana every turn, except you're not counting that like you can do better stuff off the top. You're using your cards in your current hand and not like exactly what you're drawing off the top that well, because in that turn 3 spot you're using 1 mana and not 4.
Not some Myra's.
Into Blood Knight. It's gotta be Blood Knight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Squire Blood Knight.
Oh,
There it is.
You get the Squire in there too, right? I don't know, man.
Yeah, why not the square?
Let's make a 12-12, man.
We're playing 2 diamonds instead? No? Where's my 12-12?
I don't know.
Well, 12-12 still dies the crushing hand plus title surge. Therefore,
this is correct.
Yep.
Of course. When you're losing a game, you gotta make. I like taking risks. You don't have to. I like making the most aggressive, lopsided plays ever when I'm behind. You know. Solid play is solid when games are competitive. So solid play don't work at this stage of a game.
If you Zola this giggling, he could have second Blood Knight.
Can we just talk about killing that Blood Knight with crushing hands and title surge? But I do think you giggle.
Oh.
Alright, I guess we're probably using our mana like that instead.
Wait, we're not killing the.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we should. There's no Leroy. You don't really need it, yo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do whatever. There's no random generating cards. There's no Blink Fox. So, as long as you don't lose the cards in deck, okay.
We could,
like,
why
Farsight?
Zola did not Farsight, yeah, and ended up with the same board state. If he was happy with this, why didn't he just not Farsight?
He wanted to draw the walk earlier so he could end the game earlier. Wait,
that seemed like a game where we really needed Shutterwalk, yeah.
At this point, he's like, I have all these 100% lines. What's the quickest way?
I'm thinking about our deck, and I actually don't think there's a card in there that. I mean, maybe hacks, right? Hacks on the 9/9, so that you don't have to overload yourself. Maybe.
Yeah.
Urshock. I like this shove.
Yeah, good idea.
Play your cards. Yeah.
Two lightning storms and a fork lightning.
Did he just not bump the Divine Shield? Oh no, he did. He killed one of them. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, he rolled 2 on everything. Unlucky.
Oh. How do we win now?
I don't know about that, man. He wasn't able to cast the fork lightning because he killed everything first.
Nah, this game's over, whatever.
So that's. I mean, Moyen drew the nuts. I think Moyen, with the nuts, could have ended up losing to a weaker hand or a better hand there. If that Myra's just came a bit earlier, I think he would have been in a lot of trouble. That first Volcano was not played on the proper turn, and I like the Chain Gang versus Life Drinker decisions. I do not think were good this game. I think it was. I'd give Moyen a B+ on that game. I think he made 2 or 3 subpar plays.
I'm just interested how much debate it sparks in chat.
Yeah, I like the Hunter Ace. I like the Hunter Ace slide after, like, thinking about it, because it just always. I think that always works.
I think it was somewhat fine. Where I don't like it is that, like, I'm of the opinion that when I'm on coin, I'm keeping Hex every single time against that deck because I actually want my 3 mana play to be coin Hex, like. And I keep the card so that happens.
Yeah, no. I keep Hex too.
And that's just kind of how I want my game to pan out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very happy with that. And that's why I don't really want to deviate from it. Also, like, when we're doing that, and I still want a Volcano on 6, I'm not doing anything with my coin then, ever in the game.
No, yeah, his was I Volcano on 5, Chain Gang on 6, and then coin the Hagatha. Because the Chain Gang softens up the Hagatha board, so you for sure get a Hagatha clear, and then it just works.
No, you don't. When your chain gang gets File Sponge, that's not how that works. Or he plays like, yeah, I mean, you Volcano into chain gang on 6, right?
Yeah,
on 5, and then you chain gang on 6, and then he goes Deadly Poison Valspot on your thing. Then you have a 3/4, and you're looking at this coin Hagafa, and then you're going to be like, all right, let's try to soften up it again. And then you're like Life Drinker to try to set up Hagafa, and then he like kills it with Deadly Poison. And then he plays Henchclang, or he plays Henchclang Bug, but something like that doesn't die, or he does a Fungalmancer play, and all of a sudden you're in trouble because you don't have the emergency reset that is a Volcano. Using Volcano a turn earlier is just always worse in this matchup by a very large margin. Hagafa is not an emergency button reset. Hagafa is something we need to work towards setting up.
Yeah.
What card is Battle Cry and Lifesteal?
Life Drinker?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.